how you continue your days, your weeks is what's going to determine your success at the end. With that fearful mindset, it is back to the poor mindset, and that's going to lead to a lot of stagnation. Taking calculated risks often paves the way to outstanding achievements. Financial discipline forms a foundation for long-term wealth and success. It actually allows you to be more focused, more encouraged, and let yourself stay disciplined. Hello, everyone. So welcome to my self-improvement and dating podcast. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 habits of unsuccessful people, the rich versus poor mindset. And so with this topic, it's going to be discussing how actions that you take, doesn't matter how small they are, ultimately shape the way your life is and how you view the world, your perspective. When it comes down to that rich, wealthy mindset, oftentimes you'll look at things as actually opportunities instead of challenges. So in this article, it's going to really focus on the mindset being different to each other. When you do have the poor mindset, it does obviously set you back from accomplishing a lot of things and elevating in life. And so please give this video a big thumbs up. Let's get this video to 150 likes for a part 2, and comment down below other videos that you guys would like to see. And even those small decisions that we make going into the routines we decide to put into our life will dictate the success that we'll have in life. When you are not having a successful routine, you're not doing what you have to do, oftentimes it's going to be really hard to reach that rich mindset. And then unfortunately, when it comes down to that poor mindset, it does have a lot of people avoid anything that could be challenging at all costs, anything that could take them out of their comfort zone. They much rather stay in the comfort zone. A lot of times, self-confidence is actually really lagged. And then that mindset has a lot of people not want to improve their circumstances because they don't think that they are capable of doing it. They don't have the confidence to go ahead and make it happen, take any actions towards it. Want to book a consultation on the line and talk about what's going on in your life? Make sure you do by clicking the link down below. Consultations can be about anything. Let's talk about it. It could be back to self-improvement or dating, whatever it is. Book by clicking that link after this video. And so let's get into the number one thing on my list is lack of goal setting and planning. So without any goal setting or planning, it's like you're just going to be lost most of the time because you don't have no objective. You don't have nothing that you're working towards, and you are not actually putting it into place. It's almost like you're just going to put it out there, but not actually take any action, starting with planning, with goal settings, and checking the list off to get closer to what you want to accomplish. And back to believing in yourself. Successful people often overlook this goal. They don't think too much of it. They don't think it's really going to benefit their life. And so what that ends up doing for a lot of unsuccessful people is that they have no clear direction. They don't know what they're really doing. It's almost like, well, today is going to be like this. And they decide it every time in that moment. And most times you don't even get all that you want to get done. And a lot of times there's nothing that they're actually working towards. It's just, let's go through this day like this. And also back to being in that comfortability. Study shows that people that do set goals are 10 times more successful than people that don't. It's important that, again, you have direction in life, that you know what you're going to work towards. And it actually allows you to be more focused, more encouraged, and let yourself stay disciplined. Just say you do have that goal of at least going 5 minutes of working out to 10 minutes, whether it's just doing something light. It could be you do those baby steps. Then the next thing can be that next goal of, okay, I want to be working out every day for an hour. And it just goes from, okay, 6 to 7 days. Maybe you start off with just 2 days. However it is, it's you wanting to get somewhere. If you have no vision, if you don't know where you're aiming towards, you're most likely going to be stagnant and not make any self-improvement. And obviously back to having confidence, there's going to be a lot of lack happening there. Therefore, developing habits of effective goal setting and planning can enhance one's chances of being successful. Number 2 habit on my list is fear of taking risks. Taking calculated risks often paves the way to outstanding achievements. When people are driven to go and take that risk and they decide to say, fear is not going to stop me, it will have themselves see results that is very impressive at the end. Although the challenge is there because the fear can make you want to slow down or not want to make it happen. When that doesn't affect the person no longer, they'll see the big reward at the end. However, people with the poor mindset, what happens instead is that they have so much fear, and so they do believe that they're not going to make things happen, and so fear takes over. So when fear takes over, they do expect failure or loss to happen. And what will happen instead is that they won't take actions to actually try to get whatever it is that they want done because the fear is stopping and holding them back. And so achievements, outstanding achievements, will most likely not not happen. Any sort of achievements, or let's say back to goal setting, none of those things will actually get checked off on the list. More of the failure will happen. And unfortunately, with that fearful mindset, it is back to the poorer mindset, and that's going to lead to a lot of stagnation. Number 3 on my list is neglecting continuous learning and self-education. With the rich mindset, it's important to continuously keep learning, and also self-education is very important so you can stay adaptable. And it also allows a lot of people to be innovative and also use their imaginary mind and be creative. And the best part with continuously learning and self-education is that it leads to new opportunities and also new ideas. Taking the next steps that will allow them to keep educating themselves, to keep learning in continuous ways. This allows a lot of people to hinder their growth and not reach full potential of success. Before I continue on with number 3, make sure you do check out my Patreon. It has a whole lot of explicit and exclusive content that can only be on there. So go ahead, catch up. A lot of the videos are detailed and I can't talk about a lot of the things on there on YouTube. So if you do want to catch up, make sure you click the Patreon link down below. And so back to number 3, with the poor mindset, you have to understand that there's potential out there, but those people that are having that mindset instead, they're stopping themselves from reaching that potential. So they are not going to actually go after those goals, go after learning and trying to find different ways to continue to educate themselves. And instead, with the comfort zone being put into place, they're neglecting opportunities such as ways to keep learning. Maybe there's opportunities where it's going to be going with somebody. They much rather say maybe next time, make excuses, or just say that it's not for them, they can't do it. We equip ourselves with tools necessary for success. When no responsibility is happening and also not going ahead and learning, instead with excuses, what they'll lead to is find a way to say that there's something else that's the issue, and that's where the blaming comes in. So they'll blame it on those external circumstances that will be something that could actually be prevented because they're not taking full responsibility and taking actions that could change their circumstances. They're going to go ahead and not learn new skills such as problem solving, and actually it hinders their growth and progress of success. And for the number 5 habit is living beyond your means. Financial discipline forms a foundation for long-term wealth and success. And this is the mindset that the rich will have because they know that with their money, have to be very disciplined. If you are spending more money than you should, that you can't, all you're doing is setting yourself for failure at the end. And obviously, a lot of times it means you can't afford it. I have 2 ebooks available now, and one is about how to get her missing you, and the other is how to attract a woman you want. And on the screen, you see all that it includes. This will help you go ahead and improve your game when it comes to women. You're going to understand how a woman thinks, you're going to understand her perspective and her emotions. And what I decided to add at the end is my personal experience. And so go ahead and make sure you get your ebooks by clicking the link down below. And oftentimes with the rich, they know that if they are disciplined with their money, if they know how to say no, have what they want long term, first they have to set the foundation. That is what leads to the long-term wealth and success. For others that do live beyond their means, what it just leads to is a lot of stress and instability. And so it really can stop them from even growing in other aspects of their life. So that means with your work, that means with wanting to feel motivated, with also just being disciplined. None of that is put into place. And unfortunately, this affects your life overall because when you don't have no stability, now find yourself so stressed, your emotions get the best of you. So your mindset overall is going to not feel good. Of course, live back in your means. So I hope these 5 habits can be ones that change your life and obviously change your mindset from having that poor mindset to the rich. If you are on track, awesome, keep going. All these have to be implemented in your life and have to be part of your routine. The way you view life, the way you think, the way you act, how you continue your days, your weeks is what's going to determine your success at the end. So if you haven't switched your mindset from poor to rich, start doing that. It does not matter what situations you're in. It does not matter about your circumstances. Not put any limitation on your life. Believe that you could actually achieve those things and start living as if you are getting closer to your dreams, not live beyond your means. First, don't be fearful to actually go after your goals. Everything else needs to be put in place. Have those routines really working for y'all. So I really hope this video helps, and I hope you guys use all these 5 habits. If you guys haven't given this video a big thumbs up, make sure you do that. Bye, y'all.
I am in control. I control my thoughts and I think positively.
Sleep affirmations available in the link down below.